Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. This is our good campaign, we're loading in right now. And it's going to be time to go fight Minagho and bring victory to the Crusade. Well, not this Crusade. We're not in the Crusade yet. Bring victory to this little thing.
Why did you drag me here, you wench? To mock me one last time? Go on, finish me! Drink my blood, devour my soul! Just get on with it. Let me die at last.
Staunton lies on the floor wounded, glaring at Minagho with loathing as she leans over him. Struggling to speak, through his cut lips, the dwarf rasps.
Staunton, light of my life, don't be so silly. I could never hurt you. I brought you away from the battle to save you. My love, you don't belong in this grubby city where everyone hates you. Come away with me. You know I have always loved you.
The Lilith caresses his face, and the soft glow of a healing spell closes his wounds.
You lying filth! You have the gall to say that to my face? But it was you. It was all you. You're the reason I lost everything. You're the reason why everyone despises me!
So it was me who brought shame upon you in front of the people you called friends? It was me who mocked you year after year, spat on you, forced you to do dirty, demeaning work like you were a drudge, and not the bravest of knights. No, it was all of them, the Crusaders and their witless queen. If you remember the day Dresden fell, I asked you to be its new ruler. You refused, of course, you and your principles. But look what's become of you.
They talk about love, but they are really talking about a terrible disaster, like an earthquake, or a hurricane, or a shipwreck.
I'm sorry to say that there is truth in the demon's words. The Crusaders really have treated him terribly. I say this as a criminal who has been forgiven by other knights of Iomedae. But like all demons, she has built a mountain of lies and deception upon this one grain of truth.
My offer still stands. Come away from here, my love. You will rule Dresden as a king, and I will be your queen.
What are you hoping for, demon? Staunton is loyal to the Crusader cause. He wants to come to your lies.
There's no bigger lie in all of Galarian than your beloved Crusades. It's century-old delusion encouraged by your disgraced queen. The only thing that is true is my love for you, my darling.
Staunton gets to his feet and looks at the eyeless Lilith with a strange expression on his face. A mountain would sooner weep than the grim dwarf, but tears now well in his eyes.
Dearest, it's all right. I'm here. We'll never be parted again. Let's go. Come!
Get back!
Grasping his weapon, Staunton slashes at Minagho's eyeless face and with surprising agility for one of his stature flees up the stairs.
Curses! Stubborn as a mule. Never mind, my pet. Never mind. You won't get far. You will kiss this scratch and beg for forgiveness. You will be mine. Wholly, eternally, and willingly.
The Lilith runs a hand over her face, staining her delicate fingers with blood. And she's teleported away. So we're gonna go upstairs, but we are also gonna quickly take a look at all of the loot that we can grab. We're probably not gonna grab much of it, because I think we're basically at, yeah, we're almost capped out in terms of stuff, and we're also gonna unfortunately have to grab whatever. We're gonna have to grab a magical axe upstairs, so that's gonna take up the remainder of our carrying capacity, I believe. We can probably grab maybe another couple bows. Maybe. It's gonna be pretty tough though. Okay, so we are gonna need to use a couple spells here. This fight that we're about to do in like half a second is not the easiest fight. We really just need a tank. And her armor class is now 32. I thought I could get higher. What am I missing? Got shield, got mage armor. Got that.
A bright future
Need
awaits
blur.
us.
Anything new?
Blur. Okay. I don't think we need bless necessarily, so let's go. This Minotaur thing has
Save
just
the
an
last
insane
one.
amount of damage resistance. Oh my god, he just hit her for... What is this plus to hit? Instantly knocked her down though. That's bad. 3d8 plus 31 damage. Detect once is plus 15, which means... How did he hit her? I guess we were flat-footed, so we only had 27 armor class. That's just really unlucky. Let's try that one more time. We don't think we can actually win without a full cast of melee. Because it's got a lot of damage resistance. Sneak attack will help with that, obviously. Wasn't expecting the gore to hit for all of our life in one hit.
Surrender or else.
That's better. Now we're doing alright. This might just be a little bit of a longer fight because, unfortunately, it has so much armor class. Or not armor class, well, it has a pretty decent armor class, but also that severe damage resistance it has. Luckily, we're getting some good sneak attack damage now, so it should be fine. And there we go. So when it doesn't gore you for 50 damage in one hit, it's not bad.
Move.
Well, we can go into this area. We'll do the mobility check.
It is done.
Which brings us to here, and we're going to save here because this upcoming fight had some problems with it, honestly, with my other group. I had to do like 3 attempts to get it done, which I didn't expect because in the beta we just destroyed it in seconds.
What's on your mind? I wonder.
We'll make things right.
I stand ready.
Are we ready to move out?
Okay, blur is going up. We don't need enlarge person at the moment.
I'm all ears.
We'll use this.
I'll make my own
Use
future.
this. I'm using the dexterity one. I don't know why. Force of habit, I guess. I think monk dexterity. You know how it is. Alright. And we're going to use haste at the beginning of the fight, but otherwise, upon entering the chamber where the vanquished Wardstone resides, the Crusaders could have expected many things. An ambush, deadly spells, or a horde of enemies, but not an empty hall, still and silent with no Minagho or her henchmen. Only the obelisk and glimmers of light dancing on the dirty floor. But then again, all is not as placid as it seems. Elira once again hears the seething choir. This time the voices sound louder, more insistent, one step, another, and suddenly Elira sees the Wardstone not as it was a moment ago, but somehow completely different. It is no monolith emanating light, it is a cage made of pure energy. The place where Discari struck looks like a festering wound from which tendrils of dirty red and purple darkness creep throughout the entire artifact. And there, inside, 2 hosts of flaming warriors are locked in battle. One is light, the other blood red. But they are all waiting. For what? Hearken unto the light warriors' words. The light warriors speak of duty, service, and sacrifices made. Their words reveal the truth of the Wardstone. Each one contains a host of angels, volunteers from heaven, who committed to this indefinite imprisonment in order to guard mortal kind from the demonic threat. They make no complaint, they ask no easing of their burden. If the goddess and her herald offered them the same choice again, they would consider it the ultimate honor to sacrifice their freedom for the cause. The angels know Discari's evil plan. When the last of the light warriors falls, the Wardstone will become a deadly explosive that will destroy everything around it, and the other obelisks in the chain will meet the same fate. The light warriors pray for help. They plead for someone to strike down their fallen brethren. Those who have succumbed to the demonic corruption are already beyond salvation. But if they are stopped, it will allow the Wardstone to heal and the light host to continue its duty. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Gneris is the ideal weapon for this task. It will cut out the corruption along with those who have succumbed to it and restore the Wardstone's full power. Hearken unto the Red Warrior's words. The Red Warriors speak of pain, of lies, and disillusionment. Their words reveal the truth of the Wardstones. The barriers surrounding the world wound is built on the bondage and suffering of countless angels. Every injury dealt to the Wardstone, these angels experience as a physical agony. The pain is driving them insane. Deceived by the hollow platitudes about duty and service, they suffer torment day after day for the sake of ungrateful mortals who do not even know their names. Enough. The Red Warriors know that their blades now turned against their former brethren hasten the triumph of Discari and his servants. Once the Wardstone has been wholly conquered by corruption, it will become the deadly weapon under the demon's control. Some of the obelisk's prisoners beg for freedom while others pray only for death, but they all agree that this existence is unendurable. The crystal chisel discovered in the ruins of Canabris is the perfect weapon for a massacre. It cannot force open the door for those who wish to escape, but it can destroy the Wardstone, along with all its prisoners, willing and unwilling. None will be able to claim victory, but all will be gifted a merciful death that will end their suffering once and for all. We don't have the Aeon Mythic Path because we didn't take it with us, so we will make a decision. There it is, the fate of two angelic hosts, faithful and fallen. The fate of Canabris, perhaps even all Mendev, now rests in the Huron's hands. How will she proceed? Whatever this crystal chisel may be, its power is great indeed. It can destroy the stone along with its inhabitants, or it can mend by killing the angel defectors within. What it cannot do, alas, is free those who wish to escape and keep the stone intact for those who wish to remain. But somewhere deep within the Huron's soul, the familiar ire seethes, endless rage, unbridled hatred. What will happen if it's unleashed here at the stone? We will quell the anger of the Red Warriors by offering them peace. Alira addresses the furious Red Warriors, not in words, but in intentions and aspirations. The torment-wearied angels see compassion in her, and also a promise of rest. One day the demons will be driven back. One day the whirlwind will vanish, like a nightmare chased away by the spring dawn. One day when the sky above Canabris will once again gleam a dazzling blue. When that day comes, the Wardstone will no longer be needed, and the angels' watch will be at an end. Overcome by this vision, the Red Warriors drop their weapons with bowed heads. They say words of farewell and fall into a deep sleep, one that will not be broken until the day this promise is fulfilled and they regain their freedom. The injury inflicted by Discari still gleams scarlet within the Wardstone, but the spread of corruption has been halted. The obelisk fills with a vital, healing light. The Crusaders succeeded, the angels' battle within the stone has ended, and the threat the entire chain of stones has been eliminated. Of course, this has won no guarantees of safety for the future. What happened here can happen again. The Mendevians can no longer rely on Iomede's gift as they once did, but the danger is past, for now. And now it's time to go in to the fight. We also get to see a little cutscene about how this all came to be, sort of.
Look at them, Suture. They're rejoicing like children. The storm is coming and none of them sees it.
Shall we add to their festivities, my lady? How about a little lightning to burn their flesh?
Oh no, Suture. We'll leave such frolics to Discari's little gnats. We are here for something else. Something I have greatly anticipated for a long, long time.
That little guy that gave us a crossbow, definitely a demon. Or maybe he gave us a scroll, one of the two. Definitely not a good guy, though. The blistering, vivid memory releases you, and you return from the depths of this past to the present. You feel a fresh breeze on your face. The energy expelled from the Wardstone has blown the roof off the Grey Garrison. The Wardstone's energy suffuses you and flows through you and into your allies.
What curious sensations. I feel myself being inflated with power like a balloon. Oh, how unscientific of me. I must investigate this phenomenon further.
What are you doing here? How? I see. Tricks from your pathetic goddess. So even Iomedae will resort to dirty tricks when you have her cornered. Don't celebrate yet, mortal. There's no one to hide you from me now.
How did Minagho get here? She doesn't rush into the chamber. She's been here the whole time, but some unknown spell has stopped you and your enemies from seeing each other.
Look, you're already wounded. Pathetic mortal. I'll have no trouble finishing you off now. You'll die anyway.
Looking down, you notice the wound on your chest is opened up again and is bleeding as if you're hit by a sword. But there's no pain. All you feel is power filling you. Right before your eyes, the edges of the wound start to join and heal until it closes fully. Minagho's face twists in frustration. The demoness looks formidable with her entourage around her, but her threats ring hollow to you now. You look at her and feel like a titan looking in, and overwhelming, all-conquering power fills you. What, that little demoness? Those irritating hordes of the abyss? The gods themselves are your only equals now. Crusaders never surrender. I will vanquish evil.
In Iomede's name, we will cast you back into the abyss!
What are you babbling about? You can't possibly still have any hope of victory, you doomed little cockroach. Your pathetic crusades are the laughing stock of the abyss.
Demons laugh a lot, but is it because they're happy? Truth is, I think you're very sad, and you laugh to forget about your sadness.
Your goddess sent you to die. You think that's a victory? All you've done is postpone the deaths of all the other mortals. And not even for very long. But your wait for death is over. You won't see what I'm going to do to your little friends, because I'm going to kill you right now.
Save the last one for me.
Okey-dokey. So let's cast haste. Pretty important
Nice try.
spell.
Didn't work though.
Please kill it from Murack, please. There we go. I think that's it.
How are you doing that? Where is your power coming from?
All traces of Minagho's bravado has disappeared, and her voice trembles with panic.
Minagho! To me!
Staunton, my darling. I knew you'd come back for me.
Shut it! Get over here now. Get behind me. If you want to finish her off, you'll have to step over my dead body first. Killing me won't be a challenge, I know. But I can last long enough to give her time to escape.
The dwarf turns his hard eyes on you. Staunton, don't do this.
Don't do it? And why not?
You still have a chance to redeem yourself.
Staunton, it's the truth. The Crusaders of Canabras have treated you like dirt. But we would never do that to you. We are your friends.
Shut up! I've been listening to fairy tales about redemption for 70 years! Enough! Not another word!
Staunton clenches his fist. What did she promise you for your betrayal? Dresden, you must know that's a lie.
She's already given me a lot more than all you Crusaders ever did. Compassion, understanding, kind words. So what if it's a lie? I want to believe her lies. I've had it up to here with yours. Your lies about forgiveness and redemption.
You're hurting yourself, just so she can hurt you even worse later. And all that so you can feel hurt until the day you die. You're awfully silly.
Ember sighs.
I know, girl. But it's too late for me to learn any different. When I die, pour one out for the old fool. Enough talking! Minagho, cast your spells and get out of here! I'll hold her off. Quickly, before I change my mind!
No, my sweet, I won't abandon you. We'll leave this place together, and we'll go where we can be happy.
Go! Let me finally... God damn it all! Let's go!
Staunton clenches his teeth, swallowing the rest of his words. Panting, he looks between you and Minagho and us, and back again. At last the dwarf nods. The demon and the traitor vanish in a magical haze. You feel the energy thrumming through your body and soul start to fade. It doesn't leave you, it hides somewhere deep down, leaving behind a small amount of incredible energy, as well as the understanding that you will one day master that inconceivably huge power. We do have mythical abilities, but we're not going to use them yet. We also have some ability drain, which is, I guess, bad, but we're not going to worry about it at the moment. I'm sure we'll rest it, it'll go away on its own. Let's quickly loot some Campion fighters. We are already heavily encumbered anyways, so whatever. We'll sell it later. If we really wanted a ton of money, I think we can actually go to the mobility check, go downstairs, grab all the stuff. But I'm not too concerned about it, honestly.
Make way. Warrior Queen coming through with a round for the heroes.
When Anevia reaches
The heart is packed. And you considered mixing this little shindig, Beth?
My bad. When Anevia reaches the long table your party is gathered around, she heavily flops onto the bench and hands out the tankards of beer.
I did consider it, and I am still considering it. It hasn't even been a week since the last demon was booted out of Canaveras, and we really should be in a period of mourning for all the city's fallen. But the people deserve to celebrate, and she deserves to be honored for saving the city and possibly all of Minagho.
We did it together.
But someone did more than the rest of us. Don't deny your achievements. There'll always be plenty of miserable folk only too happy to tear you down.
According to the Watch reports, there has been no demon activity whatsoever outside Canaveras. I get the feeling the Fiends are as shocked by what happened as we are.
Earbeth rubs her head pensively.
What happened in the Garrison, what you did, it was a miracle. I truly believe that the gods remembered us and decided to intervene.
Beth, come on, you agreed. No serious business today.
All right, I'm done. No more. Who would have thought we'd be celebrating a successful attack on the Grey Garrison, our own fortress, and that we'd blow the roof off the place?
It's simply unforgivable.
Comes the cheerful voice of someone sitting at the far corner of the table.
While we're on the topic of the roof, there's already a rumor going around that you have been blessed by Iomedae herself. And it was her power granted to you that destroyed the garrison's walls and roof. And it turns out the people want a little piece of that blessing for themselves. The townsfolk are gathering chunks of the garrison's rubble as souvenirs and talismans. And I'm sure they'll hit the black market soon enough. Oh, yeah. Here, breathe on this for me. For good luck.
I will breathe on the stone. We need all the luck we can get.
Nice. I'll put it on display at home. Or maybe I'll make a hole in it and wear it as a pendant.
Nevi! What are you on about now?
Earbeth mutters.
What do you mean? Do you see many people at this table who've been personally blessed by Iomedae herself?
Well, a couple perhaps,
Says the mirthful voice that joined in before.
Iomedae's blessings are not conveyed through stones, and as public officials, we really shouldn't.
Earbeth looks at the end of the table where the voice originated. Her eyes widen as her words trail off.
I feel a little chastened after what you said about public officials. But I myself have acquired a few pieces of stone and also wish to ask our hero to breathe on them for good luck. So, what now? Are you going to toss me out of this fine establishment?
The woman dressed in unshowy finery raises her eyebrows.
Your Majesty.
Yes, it is I. I made the journey here to deduct the cost of repairing the garrison roof from your salary. We have not been introduced. Galfrey of Minagho.
I will shake her hand. I didn't expect to see the queen at our table.
I was most keen to see the savior of Canaveras with my own eyes. Why not come share your table in a cozy tavern?
That's a fair point.
Your Majesty, we were just... I'll have them arrange.
Earbeth, finally recovering from the shock, bolts to her feet.
Calm yourself, Commander. I deliberately came here without any fanfare because I did not wish to draw attention away from our honored heroine here. My personal guard and the force I brought with me are standing watch outside the city. I ordered all of your sentries to stand down. They also deserve a break. Every person who tirelessly fought to save Canaveras will enjoy themselves today. And my reinforcements will ensure peace and order.
Will you join our celebration, Your Majesty?
Please, don't Your Majesty me. We are in a tavern, not my court in Nerosian. Address me as you would any comrade in arms.
The queen laughs.
Concerning the celebration, as you can see, I already invited myself. I couldn't pass up the chance to meet the new heroine all the Crusaders are talking about. And soon, not just Crusaders.
We all need to get some rest.
Because grand new deeds lie ahead, yes?
Your Majesty, my dear cousin.
Count, I admit I was surprised to learn that you valiantly joined the ranks of the city's defenders. Pleasantly surprised.
I live to please you, my queen. My first thought when Discari cruelly robbed us of noble Terendelev and half of Knobris' crusaders in one fell swoop was of you, my queen, and of how these events would weigh heavily on you. No one could have foreseen the demon attack, and we have so successfully held the defense here for 4 heroic crusades.
I'm going to drown him in the nearest well this very night.
Irabeth mutters.
I value your dedication and your eloquence. I hope you will continue to aid our soldiers.
The queen gives him a genuine smile.
Not a chance. You know that I am not made for the front lines. Excellent bash, but alas, I really must go. Important matters to be getting on with. A new shipment of wine from Kionin and 3 beautiful creatures of the same provenance. But I will most assuredly come to say my farewells before your army departs on its campaign, which, wherever it may lead you, will undoubtedly be crowned with victory.
I shall hold you to that, Count. And now, allow me to devote some time to the heroine of the evening. I did not come here solely to give you this chance to celebrate, but all serious discussions and official announcements can wait until tomorrow. I have big, big plans for all of you, especially for you. But I want to keep you in suspense for a little while longer, so I shan't say another word. Let us mark this victory. My first toast is to you, the hero of Knobris. Now, what are we drinking?
The queen smiles archly.
The fires of Knobris have died down. Now the army's path leads to the walls of Dresden, a fallen citadel that the Crusaders have been trying in vain to reclaim for 70 years. The new piece on the board might give their efforts some added momentum.
Alrighty then. We're off to camp, it looks like. I'll deal with the mythic stuff later, and I'll just kind of show you guys what I choose. I'm not entirely sure what I want to take for my mythic path abilities at the moment.
Rise, warriors. Today is a day of sorrow and pride. Sorrow because we weep for our brothers and sisters who perished in Knobris. Pride because despite demonic treachery, our heroes repelled the attack and saved the city. I, Queen Galfrey of Mendev, declare this day the first day of the 5th Crusade, and I am glad to introduce the one who will lead the attack on the forces of the Abyss, the hero of Knobris, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade, your leader from now unto victory or death. And now it's time to rest. Everyone is dismissed. There, the troop review is finished. I'll give you some time to look around the camp, and then I shall expect your presence at headquarters.
Okie dokie, I can work on that. Let's go look around the camp. Let's first sell some things, because we are monstrously over-encumbered. Commander, please allow me to join you while you inspect our encampment. Well, okay. But most importantly, we're going to go to the store. And that's going to be the end of our video. Bulk selling, first of all. Let's get rid of all that junk. And we have so many things that we're not going to use, like this cold iron rapier, gone. This shiny dagger, gone. Claw just got gone. Gracie piece, also gone. Short bow of code, no. Malady, yeah. Trapping bow, no. That's actually a really good crossbow, so we should not sell that. It's worth a fortune too. Flail of Light Burst is actually not bad, but we don't have anyone that uses those. Pick, gone, that's gone. Heavy Burst of Fire, gone. Icebreaker is... It could be really good. It could also kill our whole group, because all creatures within 10 feet have to make a reflex save or get 3d6 cold damage, and that's a lot of cold damage. might keep that one just to see. Getting rid of that. Getting rid of that. We have no one that uses great axes or orc double axes for that matter. And we have $70,000. Alright, we're going to call it here though. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.